Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghuveer. In this class, we will discuss about the failure case of finite automata. In our previous classes, we have discussed so many problems about finite automata, regular expressions. Please watch those classes and come back here. Those classes will help you a lot in understanding this class. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Coming to today's class, let's take few examples and understand what's failure case of a finite automata means. It's very important to understand. This understanding will help you a lot in understanding the coming classes. Coming to let's take an example. Let's take an alphabet sigma is equal to a comma b. So using this alphabet we can generate infinite number of languages. One of the few of the languages are L1 is a set of strings containing last two characters AA. This is one language. Second language, set of strings containing AA as substring. Like that we can generate n number of languages, some infinite number of languages. So we use the term language and logic interchangeably, but it is not the correct word to use the logic instead of language. For understanding purpose, L1 is one logic. You have to generate finite automata that accepts strings that containing last two characters as AA. This is another logic. The third language is one more logic. So for this language we already constructed finite automata. For this language we already constructed finite automata. For the third language, is it possible to construct finite automata? No, it is not possible. Why it is not possible? That is what you have to understand. At what situations, for what logics we cannot construct the finite automata, for what languages we cannot construct the finite automata. That is the point you have to understand. We will take this example and understand in which cases we are not going to generate finite automata. Let's understand this language first. A power n, b power n, where n greater than or equal to 0. What's the meaning of this? So what type of strings that are present in this language? A power n, b power n. If n is equal to 0, a power 0, b power 0 means 0 values, epsilon is there. If n is equal to 1 means the meaning of this language is 1a followed by 1b. That is what the meaning of AB. N is equal to 2 means generate 2a's followed by 2b's. N is equal to 3 means 3a's followed by 3b's. 4a's, 4b's, 6a's, 6b's, 7a's, 7b's. Like that we can generate infinite number of strings in this language. So see here the logic is how many a's are there followed by equal number of b's. If you are having 6 A's, you should have 6 B's. If you are having 7 A's, you should have 7 B's. That is what the logic is. That is how the strings are. We cannot define finite automata for this language. Why we cannot define finite automata? Before going into that example, first you have to understand a few concepts regarding finite automata. Let's take the similar examples, understand this, then you will get good clarity about why we cannot generate finite automata for this language. Let's take a language epsilon, 5 A's followed by 5 B's. Yes, for this we can construct finite automata. Why we can construct finite automata means this is the language that consists of finite number of strings. Any language, you take any language. If this language consists of finite number of strings, yes, definitely we can construct finite automata. See, 5A's followed by 5B's. This is the logic. 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A's. After that you have to find 2B's, 3B's, 4B's, 5B. Then final state. 5A's followed by 5B's. Like that you can generate the finite automata for 6A's, 6B's. One more state, add. Let's take one more example. Epsilon, 2A's followed by 2B's, 5A's followed by 5B's. This is also finite set of strings. The language that consists of a finite set of strings. See here, whenever your language consists of finite set of strings, we can definitely generate the finite automata. 2A's followed by 2B's, 5A's followed by 5B's. This is the logic or condition, either this or that or epsilon. So this is the finite automata to accept this language. But the language L3, this is not a finite set of strings, it's an infinite set of strings. But consider one more case also. The set of strings containing last two characters are AA. This language consists of also infinite number of strings, but we can write finite automata. For this language also containing strings that contains infinite number of strings, but still we can write finite automata. But why we cannot write finite automata for this language? That is the point you have to understand. See, why we cannot write this finite automata for this language means these are the set of strings that are present in this in this language. See here, the logic lies like this. You take one A followed by another A. If you find 5 A's, you have to find 5 B's. Means you have to remember what you have done previously, what input you have observed in our previous state, how many A's you have observed. That is what you have to remember in this language. So in our first classes we clearly discussed that our finite automata logic is completely dependent on the present state and present input, because we don't have memory. Finite automata logics are completely based on assumption that we don't have memory. That is the point we explained in our first 2 classes. But here for this logic we need to have memory, because we have to maintain the count. If you want to maintain the count, you need memory. What you have observed previously, how many A's you have observed previously, that is what you have to remember. Then only you can check the logic for equal number of B's. That is the reason we cannot construct finite automata for this language. Any language that is dependent on memory, we cannot construct finite automata. This is one of the famous example. We can see many examples in our coming classes. So based on this, we cannot construct finite automata for some of the languages. Okay, and coming to the Venn diagram representation, suppose languages generated by given alphabet. Assume that alphabet is a sigma equal to A comma B. With that alphabet we can generate a infinite set of languages. Can we construct finite automata for all those languages? No, we cannot construct finite automata for all those languages. We can construct only few set of languages for we can construct finite automata for a set of languages, a few set of languages. Those languages are here, and we can generate finite automata for some of those languages, some other languages. One of the example is A power n, B power n greater than or equal to 0. This diagram, the point you have to understand, we can generate finite automata for only a few languages, not all the languages. In our coming classes, we discuss about context-free grammar. They can solve some other languages which cannot be solved by finite automata. In order to understand that point, we are explaining this concept here. That's why you have to understand only for few languages we can generate finite automata. Hope you understand this concept. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.